Sorry, I have to use my glasses. Okay. But yes, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are so blessed by you. And I just wanted to say a quick little introduction about Kim. She is one of the biggest blessings that Plexus has given me. She just a quick friendship. I think we met at the Jewel of Excellence training and just hit it off instantly with she and her power partner, Jen Weiland, and just love them. And we always just seem to just like migrate to them when at all the events, just because we love her and her husband, Evan, and just sweet souls. We rode down the mountain in Hawaii on bikes with them, down and up, and it was so fun. So we have some sweet, fun memories with them, and I am so grateful for Plexus for introducing them to us. And so just super, super blessing. And I know Kim has an amazing testimony. And so I'm so excited for you all to hear it. She just has some great things in her life that have happened with that. And so I'm super excited for y'all to hear all that. So I'm going to go ahead and let you take it away, Kim, and just share from your heart and all that you've got. So thank you for joining us.
Awesome. I'm so glad to be here, guys. And I truly, Kathy's such a good friend and one of the biggest blessings. And that's one of the joys about doing this, isn't it? That we get to meet so many people and they become part of our family. And we just truly are so thankful for those relationships. So we are really thankful for you and Jeff. My husband just loves you guys too. So, hey, I would love to tell you a little bit about my story. And so, I came to Plexus for weight loss because I saw it rolling through the Facebook feed about 5 years ago. And I thought, what is this? And thought it was weight loss. And I was a girl that struggled with weight loss. So I messaged my friend and asked her about it and started up. But at that time, I was approaching 50 and I was struggling with Hashimoto's thyroid. I had that for about 15 years. I was miserable. I would go to my doctor in tears several times and beg for him to check my levels. And I would just tell him, I am so exhausted and I couldn't lose weight. And I was exercising probably 5 times a week, 2 hours a day, and I couldn't lose weight. I also was struggling with 15 years of sleeplessness, and it usually took me 2 to 3 hours to fall asleep every night. So I would go to bed at 9 o'clock, and imagine 15 years of that. I'd go to bed at 9 o'clock, and I'd still be awake between 12 and 1 every night. And I'd get up around 5:30 to go to work in the morning. And so I had so much anxiety when I went to bed about how long it was going to take me to fall asleep. And so I didn't do prescription meds for that. I just tried to take anything over the counter. And really, my go-to was cold meds. And they really didn't help, but it gave me peace of mind. So I had less anxiety when I went to bed, knowing that I had done my job to help me. So I had that going on. Other things that were going on in my health was it just really felt like a downhill spiral. So, with Hashimoto's comes fatigue, and that fatigue I always says is equated to pregnancy fatigue 24/7. You just yawn, those deep yawns all day long. There were several times I felt like I would almost fall asleep at the wheel on my way to work in the morning. And besides that, I have diabetes on both sides of my family. I knew I was having symptoms. I knew I would be talking to my doctor about it, and it was the one thing that I feared the most that I was putting off having that conversation with my doctor. So I also had this rash on my leg that I hadn't really discussed with my doctor until I had gotten into Plexus a little bit, but it was odd and I was kind of concerned about it. I had headaches every day, took about 6 to 10 ibuprofen a day, drank about 332 ounces of Diet Coke a day. That was my water. And I had frequent heartburn, just a lot of stuff going on. And I thought, Plexus was all about weight loss. So when I took it, I probably in the first week or two, the greatest, biggest light bulb that I'm just still so thankful for was I woke up and realized I had slept. And I can still remember that moment. I'm 5 years in and I can remember that moment. And it has been the biggest blessing. My goodness, sleep. And so doing this for 5 years, I know that people really do struggle with sleep across the board. Boy, we are a nation of people who don't sleep for this reason or another. And so that went away, and then slowly many things just started being removed. Like my blood sugars balanced. I have no fear I'm going to talk to my doctor about diabetes. Zero. And to say I have it on both sides of my family, I've lost loved ones to that disease. And I'm so thankful that I don't fear that. The headache's gone. I was also ready for an antidepressant, and that's gone. So I say that I am Hashimoto symptom free. And I don't know if any of you suffer with thyroid disease or have loved ones who do, but it is that, along with most autoimmunes, you feel so hopeless. There are no answers. You go to the doctor and you feel like they feel like you are lazy and crazy. And, when I say that to other Hashi girls, they just shake their head in acknowledgement, because they know exactly what I'm talking about. Lazy and crazy. You go and beg your doctor to check your levels, and they tell you you're normal and you're fine, and just take your meds and to eat less and exercise more. And for the hair loss, that's another thing I didn't mention, but my hair was falling out by the handfuls. And there was no answer. I would go in and I'd tell her that, and she would just say, I'm so sorry, honey. It's just part of it. But I was balding hair, and it was just handfuls, just trails of hair everywhere. And I really didn't think there would be anything left. And being a good ambassador, I thought, okay, I'll take X Factor, because that's really the next product I should try. And it's one of the last ones I thought I should try, because it's a multivitamin. And even my doctor said, there's no need for a multivitamin. You just pee them out. It's expensive chem. So that's my internist. My internal doctor told me that. So I thought, well, I've got to be a good ambassador, so I'd give it a try. After the second month, guys, my hair loss that I had been experiencing probably for 4 years stopped. So very thankful for that. And then probably all of those things are amazing. And to have all of those things gone, I'm so thankful for. I'll never give up these products, and I'll continue to tell people about them, absolutely, and change lives. But that rash on my leg ended up being lupus. And so she watched it for a year before she diagnosed me, and because she said, you don't want this. And I said, well, okay. And so a year in, she said, your levels, your lab work doesn't look good. We really need to address it and decide what we're going to do for it. And so I'm thinking, you tell me, doc, what's next? And so I just said, I don't want to go on meds. I will work with taking ProBio 5, because I hadn't really taken that very well. And so a year of doing that, lupus is out of my blood work. So that is something to be so thankful for, guys. These products change lives. They just do. And so I love telling that story, because really, truly, autoimmune sufferers have little hope. And they still, even if you tell them, they don't believe you. But, I just challenge you to share these products with them, and tell them to have a little hope and try these products longer than 30 or 60 days, because they're going to change their life. So thankful for that. We have a team here in Nebraska who we have all kinds of stories, and I know that you guys know them too, but one of my best friends is MS symptom free. And we have probably 5 other girls who have gone through our team with MS and have had amazing stories with that. So that's a little bit about my health testimony that I'm so very thankful for. I started just for weight loss, changed my life, gave me my health back. So I told Kathy, she asked me, you know, what are some key highlights? And I just said, Hashi's, lupus, and everything but the kitchen sink, because that's really how I felt was going on in my life with my health. I just wondered what was the next diagnosis, you know. So once I loved these products, I realized I'm going to put my family on these products. But we are here. My husband's a school teacher. He's a high school teacher and coach. And I work for a small company. I do marketing for a small company. And I wanted to put all three of us on the products, and he just put the brakes on that. And he said, hey, we can't afford that. And so I just said, well, I think I got a membership. So I think I have a website. I don't know what on earth, but I'll see if I can get some customers. And it just took off from there. And I never planned on building a business. I'm a corporate girl. And I was really, really turned off with network marketing. But 5 years into this, I have grown to truly love this industry. Being a professional woman, I always tell people I've learned so much doing this job, learning how to do this well, growing myself personally, that I've grown more in plexus in doing this job than I have in 15 to 20 years in the corporate world. And that really, truly says a lot. And I believe I'm a better corporate marketer. I'm a better corporate leader for them. I still work 3 days a week, but I feel like I am a different girl. And I feel like they're pretty impressed with me and what I bring to them now. And I just think that's amazing, amazing. So I really do love this industry. I love that I get to help mama stay home. It's my heart. That's really truly my mission. You know, I was when my first child was born, my husband's a school teacher. He was bringing in 30 to 35 a year. And we decided after a year of taking her to the daycare, we didn't want to do that anymore. We wanted to raise our kids, wanted me home. And so we did that. And so that's my heart, to show mamas that they can do that. You can do it on $35,000 a year, guys. Not a lot of fun, but you can. But why not grab a hold of a network marketing job that you can do on your own in your home, make a 500 to 1,000 or whatever you want to do with it, and still be present and raise those babies. So it's a big part of my heart, big part of my mission for that. So yeah, it's just been the biggest blessing. You know, in 13 months, went Emerald, changed our family's future. It truly has. It's given us vacations. You know, when you're on a budget like we were, vacations weren't very real. We usually got about 3 days in a hotel and we got to come home. And sometimes we disappointed our kids. And I'm just so thankful that now, even though they're grown and they're adults, they look forward to vacations and they ask for it. So it's helped to put 2 kids through college now, grad school and private college. And so we don't know where we would be. We would be in a lot of debt without this Plexus business. So it has truly blessed us. And I'm really, really excited for what's coming. I love this company. It is the best company. It is the best company with the best products. We've got something really, really special here. I believe we have, and I believe we are headed to something really amazing right around the corner, and there's a lot of hope here. So I just wanted to encourage you guys with that, to embrace it, grab it, run with it. I just say, if you're not running with it, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you don't know any answers anymore, I'm just saying it is just time to splash water on our face, and it is time to get back to our IPA. It is time to start building our level ones and finding duplication in that. Once those things start, growth is going to happen again, you know. So that's my challenge to you. Another one, just another tip I wanted to give you all, is mindset. Probably in the last year, I have learned that nothing is going to move me if my mindset isn't right. You know, we can defeat ourselves there. We talk so much about self-talk, and I truly believe what we tell ourselves becomes true. It just does. We read the book last year with our team, and I bet you guys have too, What to Say to when you talk to yourself. And one of the things that was so profound was there, I wished I would have opened that book, but he said, self-talk isn't part of the most important things. It is the most important thing. And I had to go back and read that statement again, because I remember it just popped off the pages when I was talking to my team. Self-talk is the most important work. And so that goes right back to mindset. And so the battle of our minds is the battle that we have in this, in any kind of success that we're going to have in our life. What you choose to think about, what you choose to believe, what you choose to focus on, are all those things that are going to determine whether you're successful at anything or not. And so I truly, truly believe it. I'm the pot calling the kettle black with that, because that's the battle. It really, truly is a battle of the mind. So I'm going to challenge you with that also. So that's about all I have. I probably took way too much time. So.
No, that was perfect, Kim. Thank you so much for your encouraging words. And, you know, we can always do, I need that self-talk. I love that. Self-talk is the most important thing. And it truly is in every aspect of our lives. I think everything goes back to that. And so, my husband always said,
I believe we want to do everything but that.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because it's just seems like a thought, but it really truly is a practice.
Oh, the girls roll their eyes because Jeff always says when they're, talking about that, he always says, what you think on expands, and it truly does. And so, thank you for your encouragement and your testimony. Just wow. I mean, I'm just blown away. So can you help me? Which products did you start with? Or maybe what were you taking when you noticed the help with your Hashimoto's and lupus? And then how long before you noticed the difference and all that?
Oh, absolutely. I started on Slim and Accelerator for probably the first 3 months. That was all I took. So what I learned from that is, and over these years, is blood sugars are connected to everything. And what I blamed on Hashi's, all those times I went to the doctor and they say, you're fine. I probably was in their understanding of thyroid, yet blood sugars are connected. They're connected. And so balancing my blood sugars absolutely put me in a better place to remove some of those symptoms like my fatigue and my sleeplessness and my mood. It helps so much with my mood too. So pink drink, hands down, has to be, you need it, you just need it. And so after that, the X Factor helped my hair loss, and ProBio was definitely the result for lupus. Yeah. And those are truly all I take. I'm not good at taking Mega X. I'm not good at taking several things, but I am good at taking X Factor Plus now because I'm in menopause. And but I do think I need to add X Factor Original. Also, I'm thinking I feel like I need that. I'm seeing more hair loss than I recall before, so I'm thinking of adding that back in. But yeah, it is just getting that gut healthy.
Yeah, I think it's key. I think it truly. I mean, the more I learn, and with you being in for 5 years, I'm like, it just blows my mind. I mean, I just think, how long would I have gone had I never heard of plexus or whatever? How long would I have gone just being exactly, because I have thyroid issues also. How long would I have been just flat out miserable, wanting to stay in bed, just feeling all that stuff? And I don't know. Yeah. And that X Factor, the original as well for you with my hair. I mean, growth was just incredible. I mean, I just was like, where are all these new hairs? It just is amazing. So yeah, I'm with that too.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
Nails, everything. These are fake, but nails.
Yeah. Well, I have to go get mine done much more often than I used to. Okay, so I have a question on how long were you on the Probio 5 before you noticed results with your lupus baby?
You know, we went a year, and so I would have labs every 3 months. And so I would say it took a year. But every time I had blood work done, things were looking better. So it was, you know, the A and the A's, and I can't remember what the other one was that she was looking at that was a flag for lupus. But yeah, I would say a year.
Okay.
And it's consistency. And I'll tell you too, I wasn't at the loading dose either. I would think I was right at 3 just for me. But, you know, I know that my MS girl, she would take 5 to 6 Probio a day. And she found her sweet spot then in time at 5 and she still takes, I believe, 5 Probio a day. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
Really mind-blowing. I'd love to hear her testimony too, because I bet that's incredible as well.
Yeah, that's Kristen Luco. She has a great one.
Okay, that's so amazing. So amazing. Just the stories, just.
Oh, you love them, don't you?
Yes, yes. That's what we love about our team calls, because we do these, and it just shows you what our products do, and truly just not one blanket deal either. It's just across the board, just crazy, amazing testimony. So I know you said you were okay with questions. Can y'all think of any other questions you have? I know they've popped up a couple, but can y'all think of other questions? Are we good on that? Okay, thank you, Kim, for sharing your testimony. It's amazing, and you just glow. I know, y'all, you also have to go look at her page, because her Joyome testimony is out of this world. She looks, I mean, just amazing. Amazing stuff.
Love Joyome, guys. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you're a little before and after. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah. So, yeah.
Love Joyome. Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us. Just love you guys, and y'all stay warm and bundled up with the snow. And anyway, but thank you for sharing with us, and your tips, and just everything just hit home. And so we are so grateful for you tonight and always.
All right. Thanks so much. Love you guys.
Oh, love y'all. Y'all have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.